It's just too nice and too sweet. You beat your kids?
No.
You seem like the one that beat them, and then, you know, as time goes, you get older, you forget all that. They be like, Mom, you remember that time? No, I don't know what y'all talking about.
I remember a time I had to act crazy.
Huh?
They said you had to act crazy.
Right.
And I did that, and I felt stupid afterwards.
One of the reasons why I want to have a kid, because I want to be able to tell somebody with this voice, and then I want to be like this. What? Don't do that. Why? Because I said so.
Okay.
I don't want no explanation.
Now let's talk about The Wire. I have to ask you this about The Wire, one of the most beloved shows of all time. Can you clear something up for me? I heard, or tell me if there's a backstory on whether or not you were supposed to play the character Omar.
There was some backstory, and the thing about it was the way I got on The Wire. If you know the work of David Simon and HBO, they had a series called The Corner. HBO's The Corner, and The Wire is basically a spinoff of the series The Corner. The Corner won like 3 Emmys back in like 1989. So I had a relationship with David Simon and him. So when I got the role of Damian Price, Robert Cosbury, one of the executive producers, RIP, he passed away some years ago. He said, Donnell, I mean, you might not believe this, but we was really considering you for the role of Omar, right? And I didn't really know the depth of that character. You know, I don't know if I would have been able, nobody would have been able to pull it off the way Mike did. You know, certain roles, you know, you get passed on or whatever, but then you see the performance of an actor, you're like, that person was supposed to beat me out of it and supposed to get it. But I was up for that. The character Damian Price, if you're familiar with The Wire, I was Senator Clay David's assistant. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a fun fact that people don't know. If you watch The Wire, it went from the season inside the towers. It was basically super gritty and street, and it went to the docks the next year. And the reason why they shifted the storyline, because the Baltimore Tourism Board complained that every time there's a production in Baltimore, it depicts Baltimore as being decrepit, you know, drug infested. But for the most part, that's what people know of it. So David Simon and the producers, they had to appease Baltimore and the Baltimore Tourism Board. So that's why the story went from the towers to the docks, and that's when my character, Damian Day Price, got lost in the sauce. But David Simon was a huge fan of mine, so he pretty much wrote something in for the season finale for me to be able to come back and pretty much say goodbye to that whole production.
You look at comedians like Mo'Nique, Robin Williams, Jamie Foxx, who have an Oscar and started out as comedians. Why do you think comedians make such powerful character actors?
Comedy comes from a dark place. You know, comedy comes from a dark place. We deal with a lot of stuff. And basically a comedian, I think it was Smokey Robinson had the song, people say I'm the life of the party because I tell a joke or two, but take a good look at my face. So we mask a lot of things. We deal with it. And the way that we deal with it is trying to make you laugh. So when you see a comic performing up there, you're having a good time, whatever, but it's really a therapy session for us, and we deliver it to you. So we all are getting healed at the same time. I feel like I'm in a therapy session right now. Yo, I didn't come here to work on my mental health, but thank you so much. So Donnell, what are the real, like, we got a show this weekend, Houston Improv, 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, 2 shows Sunday. Now, let's get to it. Donnell, what's troubling you in your life? You just got one of those voices, you got one of those soothing voices to make you just want to sit on the couch and just tell you the person your whole life story.